right to the Prezi. And we are live on Facebook and YouTube. Oh, I don't have a title for this. Damn. Okay. And we are live on Facebook and YouTube. So appreciate everybody for pulling up to the stream. Pull up to the chat if you're watching on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, I appreciate you, Big Dub. If you guys are watching this after, please comment down below. Okay, what's your favorite, who your favorite person of Black history is, what they did, anything of that. Today we are doing the book of Ruby Bridges. It is day 9 for our 28 days of Black Impact. Okay. Start this off. Okay. So 28 days of Black Impact. I'm gonna put this every time for people that are just now tuning in or this is your first time watching. All right. 28 Days of Black Impact. This series highlights the influence of African American figures, showcasing their contributions and significance in shaping culture and history. Each day focuses on a different individual, revealing their stories and how they impacted and the impact they had on society. Okay, breaking the barrier. Breaking the barrier. Okay. Breaking the barrier. Ruby Neal Bridges Hall was born September 8th, 1954. She is an American civil rights activist and was the first African American to go to an formerly all-white school. Okay. Okay. So, Ruby was born during the civil rights movement in 1960. When she was 6 years old, her parents volunteered her to participate in the integration of school systems. So basically, it was a program. They wanted to start putting Black people inside white only schools and starting to mix the school systems. Her parents volunteered her to be the first one of that, and her father didn't think it was a good idea, but her mother convinced them to do it. Okay, Bridges was one of the six Black children to pass the test that determined whether they could go to the all-white school, William Frantz Elementary School. Okay. So, Brown versus the Board of Education. Bridges was born during the Civil Rights Movement. The Brown versus the Board of Education was decided 3 months and 22 days before she was born. It ruled that separate public schools for whites only was unconstitutional. And in 1954, the Brown versus Board of Education was finalized, but many southern states did not want to. One thing that if you guys know, if you guys are recurrent here, these southern states have always stayed racist, in my opinion. These Georgias, Alabamas, Mississippi's, Louisiana's, Arkansas, South Carolina's, Florida's, all these states remained racist, and I still believe that they are racist till this day, 2026. So, Black in America. During the 1960 school year, Ruby and 4 6-year-old girls were escorted to school by federal marshals for the rest of the year. And in this quote, it says, "Take this step forward for all African American children." Okay. There were 6 other girls like Ruby who were able to go to the elementary school, and when they went to the school, a lot of people took their kids out of the school system only because these Black kids went there. So there was a lot of discrimination during this time for sure. So these are a couple quotes by Ruby here. Okay. It says, "Racism is a grown-up disease. Let's stop using our kids to spread it." And honestly, I feel like you even still see this today, right? A lot of little kids who are racist learned it from their parents. Believe that. Any little 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 8-year-olds running around saying racist things, have racist remarks, I'm almost positive they learned it from in the home. This other quote, it says, don't follow the path, go where there is no path and begin the trail. That one's tough. That one's tough. Basically, don't be a leader, be a follower, in so many less words. So this picture is from a painting that someone made that was famous, that became famous. They ended up putting this paint. This painting is in the White House. So as soon as British entered the school, white parents pulled their children out. Their own children out. All the teachers except for one refused to teach while a black child was enrolled. Barbara Henry was the only teacher willing to teach her, and for a year straight, she taught her alone. For a year straight, Barbara Henry taught Ruby Bridges alone in a school, in a classroom, as if there was multiple children. It's crazy. Angel, what's the deal? Angel, we just running through this real quick. Angel, then we go on the IRL stream tonight, so this not going to be, I'm finna finish here up in a second, then I'm finna get ready. Then I'm finna get off and get ready. Because we got Tay Band's EP release party tonight. Battled adversity and won. As of 2004, Ruby Bridges, now Ruby Bridges Hall, still lived in New Orleans with her husband, Malcolm Hall, and their 4 sons. Okay? Because she's still alive. Fun fact is, never mind. After graduating from a desegregated high school, she worked as a travel agent for 15 years and later became a full-time parent. She is now chair of the Ruby Bridges Foundation, which she formed in 1999 to promote the values of tolerance, respect, and appreciation of all differences. And on July 15, 2011, Bridges met with President Barack Obama at the White House, and he told her, I think it's fair to say that if it hadn't been for you guys, I might not be here and we wouldn't be looking at this together. That's facts. Black men would never became president. All these people became barriers, knocked down the barriers for people like President Obama. People like all these different other congressionals and people that are in office that are black, of African descent. Okay, so that was the book of Ruby Bridges. I know it's quick, but I got to get ready and we got to do this. I still wanted to come here and do it. You know what I mean? Because we said we're going 28 days of Black Impact. Today was day 9. So I definitely appreciate everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you watch this back, yeah, it was only 10 minutes, but that's fine. You got me my little finger too. Run the little finger too, nigga. Ain't nothing wrong with that, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? I'm finna get ready here in a second. I'll probably be live 7:30. 7:30. I'll go back live probably because I gotta get ready here in a second. And I gotta go get Bino, and then we'll go to the little thing. Eb said, got to the point and dipped. Yeah, we on the time crunch tonight. We on the time crunch tonight. You feel me? We want a time crunch tonight. So yeah, I will see y'all in a little bit. Make sure you have the notice on so you know, or join the Discord. Oh, and Angel, are you still here? Yes or no? She probably left already. I did the little fossil bar shit. Hold on. Yeah, I did the little fossil bar, but I don't know if it works though. Oh, it did. It does work. Okay. And this, but it didn't make it actual clip. Oh, it did. Okay, so the clip shit works. Everything works on, bro. You can clip shit. Okay, bet. So the fossil bot work. Fossil bot work. Let's see. Follow it. You cannot follow yourself. Okay, well, duh. Uptime. I want to add a Discord one. Commands. Okay, I'm finna get out of here. I will see y'all in a little bit.